Hey everybody, Karen Murray here, along with the lovely, talented, gorgeous, sexy Miss
Sherry Murray.
Sherry Murray. We're here for another episode of Bottom of the Bottle, in which we talk about a winery that we've been to recently. It's been a little bit of time since we've done a Bottom of the Bottle. We've been lax.
We have been lax. However, we have still been trying to get through all of our wine. We just haven't recorded it.
Yeah. So we just had a great trip out to Walla Walla recently and got to go to some awesome wineries. So we thought we'd do some Bottom of the Bottle episodes about those wineries. One of those was down on the south side where they have some phenomenal wineries. Tertulia Cellars. Right now we're drinking a Carmenere. It is a 2017 Carmenere. And
For those of you who know, Carmenere is kind of one of my faves.
And it's tasting very good. And I'm pairing it with some salami. So
was I when you hit the record button. Thus the reason why I couldn't even tell you who I was.
Oh, yes.
Do you want to show them the label? Because I love the label.
Label.
See, I love this.
I don't know if you can see it very well. But Tertulia Cellars.
Yep.
So they actually have a place in Woodinville.
Yep.
That's right outside the hotel that we stay at a lot, the Hampton, right?
No. Hampton?
Hampton, yes.
Yeah.
You keep saying Holding Express.
I do. I totally get my hotels
it's
mixed
the Hampton.
up. They would be really upset.
They, it's been COVID, so the tasting room hasn't been open every time we've been there, so we've never been able to go and try their wines.
Yeah.
So we made this trip to Walla Walla, looked at all these different options we had, because I think I asked them when we were out there, I said, so how many wineries are in Walla Walla? And there's a bunch of different numbers, but I think people settled in on about 150.
Okay.
I've heard 125, I've heard 175, I've heard a number of different ones, but I think people have settled in about 150. So
if you know the true number,
yeah,
let us know.
So there's a lot, right? So scheduling wine tastings, we tasted from Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. We'd schedule 3 a day, which means we'd hit 12. Well, we did 14 because we got 2 extras in there that we didn't plan on. Mm-hmm. But that's not a huge chunk out of the wineries out of Walla Walla when you just go there for 4 days.
That's a lot of trips to Walla Walla that we have to make.
We have to keep going back, right? So on this trip, we were looking for, there's so many different great options. Downtown within 3 blocks of each other, you probably have 25 different options. And we hit some great ones there. And the south side it's really our jam, because you can be in the vineyards or you can be in a great tasting room that has spectacular views. They are all just so awesome there. So we decided to go to a new place, Tertulia Cellars, we'd never been to before.
Well, we kept seeing it, but we could never get in when we were up in Woodinville. So.
And the one thing about it that was kind of surprising for us is I can't remember where we were, but we were talking about the different wines, and we always get a little bit nervous about the wines in Walla Walla because we don't know if they have the Rocks District grapes, which have a certain funkiness to them. So if you know about the Rocks District grapes, you know what I'm talking about. And so the further you get down towards the south end and Milton Freewater in that area, the closer you are getting to the Rocks District, the Rocks AVA. And someone had told us that Tertulia had most of their wines were Rocks District wines. And so as we're driving down there, because we had an appointment, we're just a little bit nervous about, oh my gosh, we're going to like these wines. And when we got there, we found out that they are not, for the most part, Rocks District. They do have some.
They do have a couple. And the thing is
they were great.
They were really good. I was pleasantly surprised. The Rocks District, if you've had it before, you know exactly what we're talking about. But if you haven't had it before, it's very minerally. So if you think of kind of the green olives and the mushrooms and dirt and that type of stuff, that's what you're going to get out of the Rocks District, and most of it's Syrah, at least from my experience. And they had a couple of them that were really good, because most of them that I've tried to this point, I've struggled with them because they've been really, really super strong for my palate. But these guys they had some rocks fruit in them, and they were still really mild. I liked them.
I don't think there was a single one that we tasted that we didn't like.
I don't think so either.
I think we brought 3 bottles home. I think it was this Carmenere, a Mourvedre, and maybe was it the Cab Franc or?
I think it is a Cab Franc.
I'd have to go look because it was just all of them. So we brought 3 bottles home. This is the first one we've opened since we've been home, but they were all so good, and we were a little bit nervous about going and trying them. So we found the wines to be spectacular. So if you get there and you're looking for another place to go tasting, and you're looking for great wines, yep, Tertulia has great wines. The next part was the views. Mm-hmm. So they have a really cool winery, but the views around there in the south end are just unbelievable. And
they have that pit too, where they play it's almost like a bocce ball meets horseshoes in a big gravel pit kind of thing that I guess they play in Europe.
Yep.
It's my Amazon order. It's okay.
I heard that doorbell, and I was like, I saw a van in the window, and I was like, I think someone's pulling up. So, yep, Amazon's here without a wine order. It's got to be something else you order because we don't have it delivered, right? So the views are spectacular, the winery's spectacular, but then to go along with the great views, the great wines, there is
the staff.
They're awesome.
Oh my gosh. So we went in and we were greeted by and served by Tristan. And so she came out and she was pouring these amazing wines, and then we were chatterboxing with, you're so funny. We were chatterboxing with the rest of the staff, and then it was locals weekend, so they had some locals that were in there tasting and picking up wine and stuff. So it was fun to interact with everybody. And so Lacey was another one of the servers that was behind the bar. And between the two of them, my stomach hurt and my cheeks hurt when I left because we were laughing so much and so hard throughout this whole time. So the tasting experience, I mean, above and beyond the wines being fantastic, the staff was phenomenal. They really, really did treat us amazing. And it wasn't just us. It was the other people that were in there too.
Yep, we watched them interact with everybody.
Yeah.
And that's such a cool thing in the industry is when you find great people in the industry who are treating people like $1 million. And we've been to some wineries where it wasn't quite like that. And we totally understand that sometimes people have bad days, right? Mm-hmm. But for the most part, the wineries we go to, and the reason we do the bottom of the bottle episodes are to do shout outs for great wines with great staff that treat people like $1 million. And so Tertulia is obviously another one of those. But it was funny because I sat back. I didn't even hardly talk at Tertulia. It was Sherry and Tristan and Lacey, and they were just going.
It wasn't just talking. We were seriously chatterboxing. It was insane. It was crazy.
So it was great experience. And the reason why, when we first started, I should have explained the reason why we do these bottom of the bottles is not to talk about any particular wines because we don't know enough about wines to be able to say, well, we should, talk about the tasting notes of the wines. That's just not our jam because we could just make it up and who knows if we'd be right. You never know the difference.
I mean, we could do it one time and just try to really sound smart. We would sound ridiculous,
right?
But we could try.
Because I wouldn't even know what to make up. So our thing is to talk about the experience we had there. So hopefully you go, man, that's a place I want to go to as well. And because of that, you should definitely go check out the folks at Tertulia Cellars. The general manager was not there. She was in Oregon.
Christine.
And so we missed her. But we're going to hopefully go back out. Well, I know we're going to go back out for a spring release in May.
Yep, we have a small group of friends that we're taking out, and I'm really excited because it's the first time that they've ever been to Walla Walla. So we're going to take them out and let them experience some of the different wines that we've tried and that we really enjoy. But almost more than that, we want to take them back and introduce them to our new friends that we've met.
Yeah, when we go back for spring release, we're going to go to mainly, I think we'll go to all the places that we have reservations for are places that we kind of went out and scouted out beforehand and said, yep, let's bring our friends back here.
Yep.
And as we were drinking through the different selections at Tertulia, I was like, Oh yeah, I think our friends will love this one. So we're definitely going to make reservations there, unless you're. I don't know if you already have, but that will definitely be
this week.
That will definitely be a stop for us. So if you guys get a chance in either Walla Walla, or we can't wait to get back up to Woodinville to taste there. I know the wines will be the same. It'll be a different tasting room experience, different staff. So I don't know. I can't report about that one yet, but I can report about the south end, south side of Walla Walla, Tertulia. Definitely put it on your list. You got to go to it and tell everyone we said hello. And hopefully you'll have as much fun as we did. I'm sure you will.
Go learn about the game that they have out there, and then come back and share it with us and teach us, because I can't remember what they were saying but it was, they had people that were out there playing, and I want to play. Or
go drink the wines and tell us what you, the tasting notes that you found, so we can come back and then we'll just steal your notes.
Oh yeah, then we can actually sound really smart.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
If we just get someone else to do the work for us.
Okay, you guys have your merchant orders now.
we just know if we like it or if we don't.
Right.
Anything else you want to add about Tertulia Cellars?
Other than I like it.
Yep, I like it too.
Me some Carmenere.
This Carmenere is awesome. So for Christine, that we haven't met yet, right? And for Tristan and for Lacey, cheers to you. We had a great time.
Cheers,
Thank you for hosting us and letting us drink some awesome wines and making us feel like $1 million and just letting us watch you, the way you interact with all the clients and customers that come through the door. We had a fantastic time. Can't wait to get back again at the beginning of May. So cheers to you. We love you guys. See you soon.
Bye, guys.